What's going on, everybody? Season 3 is here. This is actually the first time that I am logging in to check it out. I already went ahead and made some updates to the website, as you can see right here. Just kind of briefly, real quick, I just want to give a shout out to a lot of people that have just signed up, actually, from the last few days. So, looks like Daffrins 9, Mac, Pixel Master 211, Chill Out Shorty, Monty J, Dan226TN, Slunk Girl. Shout out to Slunk Girl. She's a good Twitter follow. Ro Cafella 304, who's core. Yeah, I mean, a lot of folks have been jumping on. Really appreciate it. And just to kind of reward everybody, I just made a bunch of new additions to the website, which we'll get into. I do want to just kind of bring up the season 3 stuff, though. Always difficult to parse through the initial release. A lot of expected behavior from people. But yeah, here it is, I guess. There's a little gingerbread man if you're into that kind of thing. So for me this season, definitely a different mindset and shift. For me personally, I'm really not a fan of these festival events, given that it's pretty exorbitant. The top rewards like Shaq, Curry, I'm just not really into doing that anymore. I never see these cards out there anyway in competitive lineups. They're always diamonds and stuff with awesome animations and good stats. So this is what it looks like when you do get the Hall of Fame pass. It's $20, and you do get these kind of like extras. You can really just get the Pro Pass, but Hall of Fame pass, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I think. So you get all of the cosmetic crap, but the big thing for me is it's definitely the Cade Cunningham Pink Diamond. I think that's pretty much a big W for everybody. But yeah, you get all this stuff. So Cade is a pretty tall point guard. You get Isaiah Thomas. Can't imagine that card is usable at all. But the level 40 reward card is Anthony Edwards, which I'm very skeptical of. There just has never, ever been a good Ant card, but who knows? Not gonna lie, actually, these little gingerbread men actually look pretty good. Might rock that in Triple Threat Park whenever I want to get any of that going. So it looks like Isaiah Thomas is the Ascension Board reward. Again, like I said, it's really not going to be anything impressive. Funny thing too is I actually have not seen his Metascore. I guess pretty right there. I have a knack for these kind of things. I just have like a good Markov, a stochastic random process in my head, I guess. Sort of like the constant gambling aspect of this game is something that I am consistently aware of increasingly every single day as it shapes our society towards some of the worst aspects of our behavior and existence. Alrighty, so let's get into the content. So Season 3, as you can see right here, we get a lot of stuff in here. There is over 30 cards. I am not going to cover everything in this video, but I do want to kind of provide basically an overview, and I think the overview is going to be helpful. I can really just encourage people to kind of explore the website and just see for yourself, but you can see right here. This is basically the scale that we're working with. Marcus All, Tom Gugliotta. Tom Gugliotta is always an excellent card. I see that occasionally in competitive online play. So the fact that he is a reward is good. Marcus All, I don't know the extent of how difficult it is to obtain these cards. I'm going to guess it's difficult. But if we do get season mode completion cards, then I think that's enough of a W. Cade Cunningham defensively, woof. Not super great. As you can see, he got an 88 for the overall. I made some changes to the website, so you can now actually see that we added some more positional filters. You can also hide hidden gems, and you can also compare Cade to other players. So we do it by Metascore and say, like, I don't know, 3-ball, for instance. You'll see Cade does roll up in there. Let's say I want to compare him to one of these guys. We got some wild gems in here. You can hide hidden gems, so they kind of clutter up the graph here. But let's say, like, oh yeah, Gilbert Arenas, MyTEAM Festival. We got Vince Carter from Bounce. Let's compare him to Vince, right? And then maybe we just want to do it so that it's SGSF. Unclick that. Maybe we compare him to Scottie Pippen for wild gems, and then maybe it's more sensible to do point guard, shooting guard, obviously. So right here, got Penny Hardaway. This is the comparison node. You can see that brings up the comparison stats now. So I think the functionality is actually really good. This is going to be super useful, I think. So definitely check it out. But just kind of going back to Cade real quick. So you can reset the comparison. You can bring up his stats. I mean, shooting wise, like pretty good, pretty solid athleticism, inside scoring. He is a 6'6" point guard, shooting guard. I mean, people love using stuff like Stephon Castle. Tall point guards. Penny Hardaway is obviously kind of like the gold standard in terms of just the ability. But yeah, Cade's okay. Definitely would be interested to see what the release on the card is. But I think this is actually one of the more solid, tangible rewards. And obviously, he comes with the Pro Pass. I don't think there's a whole lot of L's there. In terms of all the other cards, in terms of the rewards, I think these rewards are actually better than Season 2, even though people are thinking they're super bad. We at least get a few things that would probably crack some lineups, in Showdown and just competitive online play. In terms of the stuff that is going to be probably available for like salary cap, for instance, well, I mean, if you filter by Amethyst, we only get one Amethyst, which is the Jalen Duren card, and I mean, that's just not acceptable. You go by Diamonds, we get Trevor Ariza, like maybe he's good at the Diamond position. I'll change the default so it's actually from the combined positional eligibility because it will lump in shooting guards and centers that have these eligibilities. So, for instance, if I go here, that'll give us a different view, and you'll see, and kind of zoom in, Miles Bridges, Delano Gallinari, Jeff Green. That's kind of where he sits. So, I mean, yeah, overall, I would say a scale from 1 to 10, probably give these like a 6.5, something like that. I mean, my expectations on that front are definitely pretty muted. And then they did add some MT Festival cards to this lot too. You'll see Blake Griffin's in here now. He's going to be a very expensive exchange card. The Blake Griffin card is actually pretty nutso, but he does have power forward center eligibility. But yeah, he's got 93 speed, 86 three ball. Probably the dunking stats and animations are pretty solid. So they did give, well, actually, that's interesting. They only gave him basic and normal animations. Why? Why would you make an exchange card so difficult to attain and then just totally nerf him there? What about Trickaloo here? See, with Trickaloo, they actually gave him some animations. They gave him the Kobe White moving crossover, which is really good. Yeah, we'll see. 56-17, that's actually a pretty solid card. Small forward, power forward. Trickaloo sometimes can be a very good card. But yeah, guys, I don't know, man. Like, this is kind of like in line with the expectations of what I would find with these. Let's just cruise over to the exchange to see what is going on for Season 3. So Gasol takes 3 Season 3 mode completion event cards. So I actually think this is a win because if you remember, we did get good cards in the first season, but only took 1 mode event completion card. These motherfuckers now need 3 of them, so it's kind of disappointing. Anthony Simons. So let's see if Anthony Simons is any good. Anthony Simons all the way down here. He requires a Season 3 mode event completion card. I don't think that's really worth the price. Gugliotta, I think this is the guy, right? So, I mean, we showed in our model that he's really like a 61-35. That's pretty elite for anybody. I mean, if we were to actually look at Gugliotta, I would say they have, again, like the animations are not super awesome, but he's a 6'10" player that can play at the 3. The athleticism stats are pretty good. His speed is 87. That matters a lot, and he's 89. So if that release is butter, I think this is a pretty elite card. And that actually might be the one to chase. He'll be like Season 3's Jason Kidd, basically. Kind of crazy that the Gasol takes 3 of those, and then Gugliotta takes 1. I really advise against going after this Hidden Gems pack. It's never anything good. Can't imagine this can be anything good either. What does this take, like a diamond? Or no, Season 3 mode event card? Yeah, so I mean, out of these, I would say go for this. Prioritize Gugliotta. And then for Gasol, if you're feeling ambitious with trying to get everything, that might be a good chase card. So I actually do like that they put these in. Season 2 cards, everybody knew, like literally none of those cards would crack competitive lineups. They were garbage. I think nearly everybody picked the Legend badges. So yeah, let's see where I land in Showdown here. All right, looks like they placed me in tier 5. Whatever. Cool. So I guess we'll do that. And then, of course, salary cap. I think salary cap is the best mode. And unfortunately, it's just the rewards are generally not as good as they should be. But, you get a season. Wait a minute. Is the mode completion card in here? They don't even have a. I'm so confused. They removed it. That's so bad. All right, so season 3 challenges, MT Festival crap, Pro Pass rewards. Do not get this. There are plenty of opportunities to get legend badges throughout the season. Do not spend the $50, $60 or whatever it is to get to level 40 to get these badges. Just play the game. I was hoping maybe they would have some like hidden gem Galaxy Opal pack. If that was it, then maybe you can argue that would have been worth it, but it just generally is not going to be worth it. Clutch time wins. I think it's actually impossible to get more than 3 mode completion cards, which would imply that you can't get Gasol unless you do all 3 of those. Oh, man. Oh, what is this? Chain pack? Oh, boy. Look at that. Okay. Just kind of circling back to the progression here, you get Ant Edwards at 40. I actually didn't even talk about Ant. So, as you can see, Ant Edwards for the Season 3 rewards. 54, 56. Like I said, he historically has never had really great cards. But they did give him 96 speed in 96 3 ball. Defensively, that's where I'm kind of concerned. And yeah, perimeter defense 90. This actually might be our first good Ant card. And animations wide, they gave him a Steph Curry moving step back, but everything else is pretty much his except the escape for Kemba. So I'm curious, very curious to see if Ant Edwards will be good. I'm not going to be buying up to level 40, so it'll probably take me a couple weeks. Yeah, we'll see, man. I am a little disturbed that in terms of the season mode completion event cards, we are only going to get 3 of them, right? So one here, and then the other one showdown. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing any of them. Otherwise, you have to do all 3 to get Gasol. I think I would just go for Gugliotta and then just use the other to spend on the other crap. So that'll do it, y'all. Let me know what you think of this season and what your thoughts are. Sign up on the website. It's free. Shout out to everybody who signed up. I'm going to be actually overhauling the UI or just, the look and feel of the site. Most of the functionality will still be there. So I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy.